del Rosario. It's a brand new day, a brand new week. So we'll get you up to speed with some news that you could use right now.
Rise and shine, beautiful people. I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Let's start the day right with some inspiration, good vibes, and great energy.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. Your mornings are more fun with us. Join us in the next hour for stories and conversations that matter. So I don't know about y'all, but the weekend flew by. I feel like
goodness.
Yesterday was just Friday and now it's a Monday.
Like what weekend? What
exactly,
weekend, really?
what weekend?
Yeah, it's been a weekend. I was unfortunately sick throughout the entire weekend. So this is actually the first time I've stood up in 2 days.
Okay.
So, it's just one of those things. But then, it's so fast sometimes that the whole week. And today, it feels like Manila is back.
Yeah,
it's like
Manila
people are coming back
is
from the provinces.
Driving here, the traffic was already terrible.
And we leave really early. And for traffic to be that heavy so early in the morning, you just feel it. It's back to regular programming.
I low-key
for
don't
a
miss
lot
it.
Of people.
I missed working on the holidays when there was nobody on the roads.
So a lot of people are back from their holiday vacations. The kids are heading back to school today.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a busy Monday.
Carmageddon this Monday morning.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see if that's going to be the case later on. But first, let's check on the weather. So for today, be ready for possible rains. As Pag-asa says, the northeast monsoon or hanging amihan is causing rains in Cagayan Valley, the Cordillera region, and Ilocos region as well. Central Luzon is also included in that. Now, state forecasters also say we can expect cooler days ahead with amihan seen to gain strength. The shear line or the convergence of warm and cool winds also brings rains to parts of the Bicol region and Mimaropa. The Intertropical Convergence Zone, or ITCZ, is dumping scattered rains in the Visayas and Mindanao areas. Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon, though, should brace for possible rains due to localized thunderstorms. By sunset today will be set at 5:41 p.m. Tune into Weather HQ later on today at 9 a.m. for more updates, whatever the weather. Wholly here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Heads up, motorists, y'all better gas up now because fuel prices are expected to increase this week. According to Uni Oil's projections, diesel prices will go up by 1 peso and 20 centavos to 1 peso and 40 centavos per liter. Gasoline prices also increasing by as much as 1 peso a liter. Industry sources say certain world events, like the OPEC Plus's decision to reduce the production of 2.2 million barrels a day until April, is one of the reasons behind the latest adjustment.
The Philippine Coast Guard confirms the presence of China Coast Guard's so-called monster ship near Luzon. In a statement on Saturday evening, the PCG said they spotted the China Coast Guard vessel with the use of Canada's Dark Vessel Detection System 54 nautical miles away from Capones Island in Zambales. BRP Cabra, a helicopter, and the PCG caravan were dispatched. The PCG also challenged the presence of the China monster ship, asserting that the vessel was inside the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. In the evening, the Chinese vessel was monitored to head west, about 85 nautical miles away from Zambales.
Now, the Armed Forces says its modernization program remains a priority despite a budget cut for this year. AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Bronner Jr. says they aim to strengthen the naval, aerial, and cyber defense capabilities. Bronner adds they are seeking to strengthen the Armed Forces' presence in territories under the country, based on current international laws. The statement comes amid tensions between the Philippines and China in the West Philippine Sea.
The Alliance of Concerned Teachers Private Schools unhappy with the planned increase in SSS contributions this year. They say it's such a burden. ACT Private Schools call the premium hike an attack to teachers and workers who are struggling with high prices of goods and low pay. They also urge the 2016 pension hike is still yet to materialize, but they're already met with more contributions to pay and less pay to take home. ACT teachers asked the government to suspend the SSS premium, the removal of confidential funds, and additional budget for social services. They also asked the administration to abolish NTF-LCAC.
Former SSS Chief Rolando Macasait joining the clamor for the agency to call off its contribution hike plans this year. Macasait says Malacanang has the power to suspend Republic Act 11199, He explains the SSS earned big in the last 2 years, so the funds intended for the benefits of its members won't be affected. The contribution rate steadily increased over the years. From 2019 at 12%, the rate is expected to spike at 15% this year.
A former lawmaker is also urging the SSS to suspend the contribution hike. In an interview on Weekend Agenda, Bayan Muna Chairman Nery Colmenares says the agency must settle its previous collection before carrying out this initiative.
Yung SSS, parang PhilHealth yan eh. Mas concerned sila sa report nila sa pondo, na ang pondo namin lumalaki, lumalago, gano? Hindi nila focus yung benepisyo ng mga miyembro. Kawawa ang worker kasi pag hindi nire-remit ng employer yung premium niya, pag may nangyari sa kanya, delinquente siya, wala siyang premium doon. So, sagutin niya ngayon kung aksidente siya o kailangan niya ng kung ano man, may problema talaga tayong malaki pag hindi increase ng SSS yung collection rate. Bakit sila mag-iimbento ng bagong koleksyon, hindi pa nga nila nasingil yung lumang koleksyon?
In world news, a 17-year-old boy was among the 2 Palestinians killed in the latest attack by Israel. The Palestinian Health Ministry says the latest fatalities were killed in the occupied West Bank on Sunday. But the Israeli military says it is looking to verify such reports. Hundreds of Palestinians and dozens of Israelis have been killed in the West Bank since Hamas launched the attacks in October 2023.
Now over to sports. Local hoop fans are worried after 7'3" big man Kai Sotto suffers an apparent injury in the Japan B-League. Sotto appeared to have hurt his left knee during this play as his team, the Koshigaya Alphas, lost a close game to the Mikawa Seahorses. The results of his MRI have yet to be disclosed. This comes as Gilas Pilipinas is set to compete in the first window of the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers next month. Back here at home, make it back-to-back wins for Barangay Ginebra San Miguel in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. The crowd favorites defeated the San Miguel Beermen Sunday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, 93-81. Troy Rosario led the crowd favorites with a double-double, 22 points and 10 rebounds, and was named the best player of the game. In the first game, the Meralco Bolts starting the year right with a victory over guest team Eastern, 88-83. Meralco import Akil Mitchell had a big game with 31 points and 14 rebounds plus 5 assists and 7 steals.
In entertainment, it's the red carpet season in Hollywood. The 82nd Golden Globes takes place in Beverly Hills, California at around 9 a.m. Philippine time. Netflix's Spanish-language musical thriller Emilia Perez leads the nominees with 10 nods. The post-World War II drama The Brutalist has 7 nominations. Other shows and movies vying for awards include the box office hit Wicked and restaurant tale The Bear. Comedian Nikki Glazer is hosting this year's edition of the star-studded event. For the complete list of Golden Globes nominees, visit our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram.
The Voice USA Season 26 champion, Sofronio Vasquez, is back in his homeland. The singer, who is part of Michael Bublé's team in the recently concluded competition, announced on his social media his arrival in the Philippines. Sofronio is set to hold his first solo concert in Cebu on January 18. Vasquez made history as the first Asian and first Filipino to win The Voice USA. Now
wow, sabay pala. He should guest on the show.
I know.
I thought that I was going to ask for tickets to the Cebu concert.
I know.
I was waiting for that too.
Yeah.
Go Anne, you got this.
Di ba
Malay
yan?
mo, panglayo, but you know, you'll never know.
And they have a plane ticket,
Yes.
tickets to the show. That's what I'm
Everything
asking
na.
for right now for Sofronio.
But yeah, he should guest on our show.
I can't wait to see him.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, but Sofronio, grabe, what an achievement. First Asian, first Filipino, and I was just listening to some of his interviews. Sabi daw niya, ginawa niya parang OPM yung mga ibang kanta.
Wow.
But the way that he sang it, at
Yeah.
least.
And
that
that's
little
so
Pinoy
unique,
flavor.
to
Yes,
America.
To America.
Because we don't have
It is.
OPM, right? So, and OPM has such a distinct, like especially when
Distinct
they
sound.
cover,
When
there's a
Filipinos
distinct
sing it,
sound.
yeah.
I don't know, it's amazing, and he sounded amazing doing all the covers.
Yeah, there's a reason why. No? There's a reason why Filipinos when they're overseas, they all think that we could sing. Like
Yeah.
as a people, as in general.
No, but we can sing, yeah.
exactly.
But we have this distinct sound that when we sing in different countries. Sample? No.
Direct
For those
direct was
wondering,
like
for those
sample.
wondering who asked Anne for sample, she literally got it on her ear.
Go
all right.
on.
Yeah, okay.
So
Anyway,
we are now
moving
going
on.
to move on because the Kingdom took home 5 awards at the Metro Manila Film Festival, easily becoming one of the more celebrated films among the entries. When we return, we speak to its production designer who took a big swing at reimagining Philippine history and putting it up on the big screen. Don't go away. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. And welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, we asked the question, or at least the movie asked the question, what if the Philippines was never colonized? That's a big question action drama movie The Kingdom explores. As it transports the audience to an imagined world, it's no easy feat building an alternate universe, an alternate kingdom, basically world building. Now, The Kingdom's Nestor Abrogena, who won the Best Production Design at the MMFF, joins us live this morning to tell us all about it. It's a beautiful day, Nestor. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, good morning, guys. Thank you for having me.
Nestor, first of all, congratulations. What an achievement. And
Yeah.
of course, the scale of creating an entire culture must have been incredible for you. And of course, a bit of a playground as well. Can you tell us
Yeah,
a bit about
definitely.
the process when you found out this is the challenge that was going to be posed to you?
So yeah, I was called in by the producer. I was actually outside the country, and he said that Direct Mike is actually looking for me and wanted to set a meeting with me. So when I got home, I went to the office, and I thought it's a project that I knew already prior to the pandemic.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do. Then Direct Mike said, "Hey, how about doing a film on colonized Philippines?" And I just said yes right there and then. And I
Yeah.
said,
Did you
"I'm-
realize what you said yes to?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, oh my God. I mean, it's been a dream to actually do something like that, a what if, and building everything from scratch.
Right.
So that will be a good challenge, but at the same time, it's actually a playground for a designer like me.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So yeah.
You mentioned that Direct Mike wanted you in particular. Did he give you full reins of the production design, or was he very particular in what he wanted?
He's very particular. Of course, we still have the script, and we work on the world building. And I came in late to the production, so I only have technically a month
Wow.
to build the
Wow.
base of everything. So practically, Direct Mike just let me do my thing, and then did the whole before the story conference, presented something in there. And as we go along the way of the production, we elaborated with the world building, and we ended up with 600 slides of designs and information. It's crazy. It was crazy.
You know, we were able to interview Direct Mike, was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
Last year.
Last year. Last year, yes, last year.
Last year.
And he mentioned that there was a lot of research involved in the making of the Kingdom. Can you walk us through like the creative process from the planning of the Kingdom of Kalayaan to actually creating it for, or shooting it already?
They started with consulting the historians from UP and anthropologists. So, unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to meet them.
Yeah.
But I did my own research with a lot of cultural workers. And basically, it's an alternate world wherein we started from that time before we were colonized by the Spanish.
Yeah.
And we branched out from there with the Lacandula and his family.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And of course, we got the script, and as we go along the way, it was a banter between me and Direct Mike. I mean, the flag alone is 57 designs.
Really?
And we just had to decide and decide and decide. I mean, it's very, very meticulous. Direct Mike is very meticulous, and I And I love him for that because, wow, he cared about the design.
Yeah, details matter, and of course, you worked alongside Abby Polino.
Oh, yeah.
For the costume design as well. And we actually have a few of the props here. Mo, I'm gonna ask you to hold up the crown because you love it so much.
This was my favorite.
So we
I kept looking at this.
we see a lot of inspiration here from Thailand, around the region.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're trying to come up with a culture that didn't exist, but then has influence from around the region, how did you go about it? And of course, what influences do you feel is part of your production design the most?
So, you know what? It's actually a bit easy because we have a model already. Thailand was never colonized. I mean, we also have our neighbors, Indonesia and Malaysia.
Yeah.
And Brunei, definitely. So, I've been looking at these countries and seeing patterns, seeing all of this inspired by, for example, Buddhism, inspired from Islam, and we have the Chinese, of course. So it was, the design for the kingdom was a mix of all of this. Just because we have a maritime trade with China,
Yeah.
we had relationships with Brunei, and we had relationships with Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. So, thus, one of the crowns, this is the royal crown succession of Su Ramirez, Dayang Luwalhati, and it's made of batik cloth.
Yeah.
And this is pukpuk. It's
Chiseled
a
gold.
metal brass,
Brass,
then
right.
adorned by all these crystals.
Yeah,
So
you-
this came from my archive actually. So
If she steals it, by the way, you know that you can come back for it.
I can
It goes
just
well with my outfit now, so
I can
you
just simply
know
call the
what?
guards of Kalayaan. And, you know,
Why not?
just
I want to
kidding.
be part of Kalayaan.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, it's funny because, by the way, we just want to congratulate you on your effort because there's such attention to detail. Like, for example, yeah, like you can actually zoom in on this and the detail here with all of the design and
Is that
of
a
course
bird?
some of the words.
Yeah, it is. It is a crow. So
Yeah.
it's our national symbol in Kalayaan.
Yeah, it's incredible, and of course, just to be spoiler free, I guess there's also this
Yes.
involved here. I think people who would watch the movie would know what this is, and of course, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if we could spoil it, but anyway,
Don't say anything na lang, just leave it at a
this
mask.
I'm just
Are we
saying
not
the
allowed
attention
to
to
explain
detail.
what this is?
Yeah, I think we're already allowed to.
But
you
Because
can
it's
spoiler.
been,
Okay,
it's been
sige.
online.
So
I
the-
mean,
Everybody watched MMFF.
So that is-
except for Anne. Remember, she said she was gonna watch
I'm so
it,
sorry
but
for
she
spoiling.
never watched it.
It's okay.
So that is the death mask, and it was molded also using Vic Soto's face talaga.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Oh my
We have a model already of bossing.
Yeah.
And we had casted. That was a good discussion between me and Direct Mike. It was actually Direct Mike's idea because we know we had to have a royal burial, and the usual tradition is gold.
Yeah.
Because the
Right.
whole kingdom is gold. And
Yeah.
Direct Mike said, that's not the usual route that we want to go to. We wanted something different, something that's not existing in this world. And how about a glass render of a face to
okay.
represent the water and everything else? So we made a glass version of it, but it's made of resin. It's really light. It's a copy. Yeah, it's my
wanna
personal
hold it up,
copy of the mask of.
It's
Vic Soto.
amazing.
Well, you mentioned that it was a bit easy, I guess, looking for inspiration.
Yeah.
But what was the biggest challenge for you that you realized? Oh wait, parang hirap nito. Ang hirap i-imagine nito.
Oh, the challenge was time. I mean,
Yeah, you only have a month,
Yeah.
The
I
production
only have
itself.
I only have a month to come up with the base for the world build, and at the same time, we only have 4 months for production.
Yeah.
And we were just last year. You guys know that late last year we were stormed by 4 typhoons.
Yeah.
And,
Yes,
it was
yes.
pretty difficult during those times. So I think that's what's the most challenging about doing Kingdom as it is.
Now, what about the most rewarding part of doing Kingdom for you personally?
Oh, definitely I got my first MMFF.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations. Well deserved.
And of course, it's crazy because when I went to the cinemas, I wasn't able to go to the premiere night, so I had to do it on my own. And wow, it's actually larger than life. I didn't imagine that I'd created all of this, and
Yeah.
it was really fascinating to be in there. And it's a little bit emotional because you're technically the architect of the whole world.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
surreal, right?
It's
Watching your
surreal,
own work.
watching your own work, and And that alone, I've been really, really thankful.
Yeah.
You know, creating this movie, the production for this movie, and with all the research involved, did you learn anything about the Philippines while working on this project?
A lot, a lot. Ever since I've been a fan of the Filipino culture. I'm a fan of the weaves. And I've been meeting all these craftsmen all my life, and with all the travels, and it's so rewarding to be paying homage to all these craftsmen and
Right.
tribes and everything else. And, I think mas andun ako, parang in terms of na parang, wow, this is my dream project, to do something that's cultural. But at the same time, fantastic also.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
different world.
Right.
Exactly.
And you basically created this whole world, right? Like from scratch. So just personally speaking, do you think the Philippines would be a better place if we weren't colonized? Like what? I don't know. I really don't know, right? I don't think people know what the best answer would be.
I think for the people who actually saw the movie, it's basically the same trajectory, regardless of who rules the country or not.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a matter of there's this concept that I always believe. They always tell the people it's about regionalism. We have our own identities.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the islandness. There's something spiritual about being involved or coming from an island, like for example the North or the Visayas or the Mindanao, and we protect that lineage. It's
Yeah.
very sacred to us as Filipinos, and probably that's where everything lies. I mean, we're just so overprotective of our family, over our lands, and it's the same trajectory for the Filipinos, even in the alternate world. I think that's the best
Interesting,
cause.
yeah.
Only then, syempre, that's the alternate world. But then, back on this current world though, did you look at the other movies? Have you seen the other movies and thought that, wow, this is a rival for the Production Design Award that you did end up winning?
Oh yeah, you mean the MMFF films?
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's-
The lineup
I
this
definitely, I'm friends with a lot of the production
Yeah,
designers
yeah,
of the
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
entries, and I love the. This is very competitive here. I love the films. Isang Himala is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, medyo mas kinabahan ako sa Isang Himala for that one, but we've been joking around this with Erickson Navarro, the production designer. Of course, Green Bones is amazing on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
I mean, like, it's interesting because I was on to a bunch of the directors in the past, and the consensus is that it's now yung masa na nanonood ng movies ngayon, they have bigger purchasing power. They're actually in the higher classes right now,
Yeah.
and of course, yung demands of production
Yeah.
are higher.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there was a bit more pressure on production design this time around, considering that the quality and the demands of the quality of the films have raised exponentially in the past few years?
Oh, definitely. Especially for the kingdom where you're given this, of course, resources.
Yeah.
You cannot just simply fail, and you just have to do your best. And with the kind of story that you have, it's just a matter of time that I hope the Filipinos get to appreciate design and our culture. Parang ganun. So you just have to be on the top of your game every single time.
Is this the best work, in your opinion, for yourself? Because we now know you as the guy who won your first
Yeah.
MMFF. But then, do you feel that this was the best you've ever put out?
I think it is. I mean, right after that, it's like, I don't know how it feels giving birth, but I think that's how it feels. You know what I mean? Like,
So this by
Great
far was your
analogy.
most challenging
it's
production
most challenging,
work.
it's the hardest.
But the most rewarding one.
It's the most rewarding. It actually drained me out, but you know what? It's really rewarding. I have a very, very supportive. I mean, I'm not just saying it just because of, but Direct Mike is very supportive. Our producers are very supportive. Whenever I say, "Hey, I kind of go beyond this.
Yeah.
Is it possible to augment?" And they'll just say yes, and just because we need to reason out properly as designers that we need this and we need that. But at the end of the day, it's a support system that we have. I mean, because I think right after filming it, we had I think we call it sepangs.
Yeah.
We've been working for 4 months.
Yeah,
And every day I was calling Direct Mike and, "Hey, how are you?" And
Yeah.
something like that. It's a really memorable experience for me.
You know, you said that this was like a dream project for you. Is there anything else on your bucket list that you want to work on in the future, like a different genre this time?
Oh, definitely sci-fi is something that I wanted to do. But syempre, I think it has to come from a place where Filipinos get to appreciate
Sci-fi.
or like
Yes,
sci-fi. Just
yes,
because it
yes.
isn't really our genre.
Right,
no,
right.
really. So,
You know, a lot of people looked at The Kingdom and said that, oh, alam mo, magandang series to ah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. And a lot of my friends that watch The Kingdom, they want more.
If ever, would you be willing to expand that world even further, or at least be a part of that?
I think I was asked by the producers right after filming, and it's just a hypothetical question on one of those dinners, and I said, "Anytime, just let me know." I mean, no other architect should be doing this. I'm the architect of this one, so.
Oh, that sounds so
I'd be
exciting.
glad to be doing the
Yes.
series. I'll be glad to be doing another sequel if it calls for it.
Oh, I wish you can. Well, you heard it here first. There might be a possible Kingdom 2 or a sequel.
Kingdom 2, yeah.
or
Or maybe
series,
like a
why
TV
not?
That would be
series.
amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yeah, you never know.
You
I mean,
know.
like, is there a part of you made so many slides? I'm sure you had a lot of designs
600, right?
that did not make the film. Is there any particular design that you wish could have made it, or something that you're playing with that you feel that more people should appreciate?
I guess it would be the throne room. The original design of the throne room, it used to be larger than what we did in the film. Just so happened during that time, studios are not already available.
Oh, okay.
And because all of the MMFF are occupying all the other studios, and we don't have that larger studio to mount it, so we have to scale it down a bit, and we have to lessen some of the elements of it. But definitely the original design for the throne room, that one, yeah.
Yeah, grabe.
The
So,
intricacy, it's
I
so
know.
crazy. Like the wallpaper,
attention to detail.
everything. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, this is the Baylan. This is our church in the altar, and one of the gazebos in the palace. Yeah.
Where did you guys shoot, if you guys don't mind me asking? Did you guys shoot in different parts of the Philippines or just here in Manila?
Mostly in Manila and Rizal. Definitely the palace interiors were shot in. We're lucky to be given the opportunity to shoot again in Coconut Palace.
yeah.
And
Nestor, we're
Yeah.
running out of time, but then
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people will want to know what you're going to do next. Are there any other projects you can tell us that you're going to be part of moving forward?
yeah, I was recently contacted for 2025 for another MMFF. So I'd give it another shot. I'd be doing another Cinemalaya film this coming summer. So those are the two major things that I'll be doing. But the rest of the year, I'll just be a teacher at one of the schools in Manila.
Well, Nestor, good luck with that. Hopefully you can defend your title in the MMFF and
I'll
maybe come
try,
up with
I'll
something
try.
Cinemalaya too. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right, that was Nestor Abrogena, the production designer for The Kingdom.
Now, guys, check out the 3D printed Jesus Christ monument in Colombia, nominated in the Guinness Records as the largest 3D sculpture in Latin America. That story and more after the break. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Time for the news. Senator Francis Tolentino calling on the health department to inform and update the public amid growing concerns about the human metapneumovirus, or HMPV. In a radio program, Tolentino says that the DOH should think ahead by increasing its public information drive and preparing precautionary measures against any possible outbreak. The DOH had earlier dismissed social media posts about an outbreak of HMPV in China. The World Health Organization, or WHO, has yet to issue an official statement about the particular outbreak.
The Justice Department warns rogue Pogo alien workers to submit to Philippine authorities. In a press release on Sunday, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla issued a stern warning against illegal Pogo workers who remain in the country after the ultimatum given by President Bongbong Marcos. Based on the Bureau of Immigration report, there were roughly 11,000 foreign pogo workers set to leave the country by the end of 2024. The BI is conducting an extensive manhunt operation against the remaining foreign pogo workers in the country now considered as illegal aliens.
All hands on deck in Manila with the annual Translacion happening this Thursday, January 9. Now, the Manila local government is teaming up with the police, armed forces, and Coast Guard, as well as the Red Cross, to ensure the safety of devotees during the feast. Security personnel will be deployed in key destinations, the Quiapo Church, the Carino Grandstand, and the procession route. A gun and liquor ban will be enforced for the Feast of the Black Nazarene.
Authorities in the Quiapo Church also gearing up for the big event on Thursday. Father Robert Arellano, the parochial vicar of the Quiapo Church, tells Bilyonaryo News Channel that they have yet to pinpoint the running time of the procession. He explains the sequence of each feast is unique. They also remind devotees of some rules ahead of procession time.
Sa ating lahat ng mga nais pumunta sa simbahan ng Quiapo at sa Carino Grandstand. Dalawa po yung ating lugar na pwedeng puntahan, ano? Unang-una, nagsisimula ang mga misa ng Bilyonaryo sa ikawalo ng Enero, sa ganap na ikatatlo ng hapon. Dire-diretso yung sunod-sunod. Sa mga nais pumunta sa simbahan ng Quiapo, makikiusap po kami, na po kayo, uminom na po kayo ng tubig, at huwag magdala ng anumang gamit para mabilis na makapasok. Kasi ang sino mang magdadala ng anumang gamit ay magdadaan sa mga scanners. For those who will be attending in Carino Grandstand, again, we are having a massive campaign. Dahil doon, meron tayong vigil, marami diyang kumakain, marami may mga dalang tubig, ano po, that we should be very careful na linisin ang ating paligid. Dahil ang tunay na deboto may malasakit sa kalikasan at marunong sumunod sa alituntunin ng simbahan.
Now from Quiapo, let's head over to this high-tech replica of Jesus Christ in Colombia. A gigantic 3D print of a monument inspired by Brazil's Christ the Redeemer was opened to the public last week. Over 40 local artists and engineers helped create the monument made of fiberglass and resin. The monument, called Cristo Redentor Paisa, is a Guinness World Record nominee for the largest 3D sculpture in Latin America.
I had this idea, I wanted to bring it to Kamina 13, but I wanted to give it some color, I wanted to give it life, so we decided to put a poncho on it, to put a carriole on it, and also as Kamina 13 is color and life, we used yellow, blue, and red, which represents the flag of Colombia.
Meanwhile, it looks like my girl Mudeng is getting some competition. A zoo in the U.S. welcomes a baby pygmy hippo of its own. That story and more after the break. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
And welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Tuna wholesaler Yamayuki and Michelin-starred sushi Ginza Onodera jointly bought a bluefin tuna for 207 million yen. Tokyo's Toyosu Fish Market's annual New Year auction began in 1999. The bid for the 276-kilogram catch is the event's second highest ever winning tender. The powerful Onodera Group have now paid the top price for the New Year tuna for 5 straight years. The 207 million yen for this year's top tuna is equivalent to $1.3 million or more than 77 million pesos.
The fashion industry never runs out of quirky ideas. Check this one out. A Belarusian retailer, also called the Balenciaga of Belarus, has released clothing entirely made out of bubble wrap. The bubble wrap dress and jacket went viral on TikTok after a user saw them on the racks at a store. Some users online thought the idea was creative, while others thought it was ridiculous. Comments include, "Send this jacket to your ex," and "ready for shipping." CNWR, the fashion retailer behind the viral dress, said the bubble wrap outfits were designed for people who wanted to stand out during New Year's Eve. You know what I want to do with that coat? Like pop the bubbles.
I just want to put it on and roll myself so I can just pop.
Diba? That's such a stress buster.
Yeah,
Popping
yeah.
The bubbles from the
Yeah.
bubble wrap. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That is so
Yeah.
crazy.
Wear
I
one,
wonder
Pao.
what
Wear
they're
a
gonna
coat
do
like
next.
that, Pao, and then we're gonna pop
Magkano
you
nga
like
yun ulit?
How much is it? Wait.
Naghanap bigla.
Oo nga, naghanap
wait.
pa rin how
There's
much
no
is-
price.
There's no price.
But
How
then,
much is
I
it
could
kaya?
only imagine how expensive
It's
that would be.
thousands of dollars.
Why
or euros.
no?
Because it's Balenciaga, girl. It's Balenciaga.
It's just bubble wrap. We can actually
It's
do that on
like
our
Balenciaga.
own.
It's fine. I don't think you can cut.
$100
It's only
down for
$100.
that.
Oh, $100 for
Okay.
bubble
It's not
wrap.
so bad, but
Only.
You know what? We have a lot of bubble wrap at home because of
It's
our
not
packages.
so bad for
For
clothes.
Balenciaga.
But if it's bubble wrap,
That's
Yeah,
so
too much.
expensive. But
Too
would you
much.
guys wear that?
No.
just to get Anne annoyed, yeah.
Same. I would wear that. I would wear that blazer.
Sige.
All right, Balenciaga.
We'll have
send
one
us
day.
over that bubble
We'll
wrap.
have one day na yan ang outfit and I'm gonna wear something really. I'll just go popping you
Oh
guys.
my
like-
God, we should
No,
totally
sorry, it's
make
not.
like.
It's not a Balenciaga. It's a Belarusian
Oh,
Balenciaga.
Yeah,
Belarusian
Belarusian
Balenciaga, never
Balenciaga.
mind.
Yeah.
My bad. No, but we should totally have like a costume thing where you bring your bubble wrap and make something out of it. That can be our outfit one day.
The bubble wrap at home, they're all popped already. Because our
Okay,
yaya's
I'll
like
I'll
popping
send
that
you some
when she has free
over.
time.
Anyway, let's move on from the bubble wrap because Thailand's Mudeng won the hearts of netizens in 2024 with her adorable and quirky antics. But it looks like my girl has some competition from the United States of America. The Metro Richmond Zoo in Virginia welcomed a pygmy hippo girl back on December 9th. It has launched a poll over the weekend on what to name the pygmy hippo calf. Among the choices, Poppy or Hammy May, very American names. Zoo officials, though, have yet to disclose the name of its new star. And for a refresher, Mudeng means bounty pork in Thai. Oh my gosh, this is literally 2 hours from where my family lives in the US. So on my way, I'm about to go see her. I like Hammy May too.
Hammy
It's
May, so cute. Yeah.
There has to be a better one.
Like what?
Like, napapaisip ako eh. You
Yeah,
just
he's
mentioned it's so
thinking.
American.
Yeah.
Right?
Very
it is,
American.
very
Like
American.
Americans have May or like some Marys or whatever, or Sue. It sounds like an old lady.
Hammy Sue.
Hammy Sue, Hammy May.
Napaisip ako eh. What
Hammy
if
Sue.
there's a pygmy hippo in the Philippines? What would you name it?
Petra.
Anne.
Petra, you know all
Ann?
these.
Because they're unbelievable. Unbelievably cute. My Filipino accent pa talaga the name. But look at it.
I mean, they probably use like Tagalog
So
names like
cute.
Petra.
I've never heard of Petra in my life. That's
What?
a Filipino name?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yeah. But you know what? I don't really understand I don't know where it's coming from. The people
she's so
thinking they're
cute.
cute. They're not cute.
Girl.
They look a little weird, but okay.
This is
To
how
each his own.
Can you zoom in on Modeng's face?
I'm like, what do you mean she's not cute,
There it is.
Anne? Friendship over. Don't call my pygmy hippos
We
that.
have
Ano ba?
literally spent like the last half year showing Monique's love for pygmy hippos.
Yes, and then
I
Anne said they're
know.
not cute. They look like me, so you're calling me not cute?
You're cute. That one,
Girl, those are my
not
people.
so
Those are
much.
my animals.
Oh, siya.
They're so cute.
So ladies and gentlemen, ito po yung simula
Ay, nako.
ng end of It's a Beautiful Day
2025, my violence agad.
because of the violence chosen by Anne on Mo. But that is it for us this Monday, January 6. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Thank you very much for joining us.
I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Always remember to celebrate each day and spread love and kindness and cuteness wherever you go.
Exactly, and spread love and kindness. You have to call everybody cute. And I'm Monique Tuzon. Stay safe and have a great day ahead. Happy Monday. Join us again tomorrow at 7 a.m. only here on
It's a Beautiful Day.